Stop the panic. Stop it. Hi. Kai. Look, evaluate the following pairs of binary numbers. These are what you have. Evaluate, you can see this number minus this and also this one. Let us go ahead and subtract these pairs of numbers in binary, that is base 2. Now, there is a way we solve numbers in base 2, that is subtraction of numbers in base 2. Now, we have the first one as subtracting. Now look at this. 1 minus 1 will give us what? 0. Normally. Then 0 minus 1, it cannot go. What do we need to do? Since 0 cannot subtract 1 because 1 is bigger than 0, we need to go and borrow a number from the other one. Now looking at this, this is also 0. It doesn't have anything. Then we'll go to this and borrow its own. That is 1. Its own will now remain 0. Now when you borrow this 1, you don't need to come and put it here and it becomes 10. No. Remember, if it is in base 10, when you borrow 1, you call it 10. So that when you add it here, it becomes 10 minus 0. Do you get it? Then you now borrow 1 again and put here, it becomes 10. 10 minus 1, 9. That is in base 10. But now, because we are solving in base 2, when we borrow any number, we call it what? 2. Because we are solving in base 2. Alright, so when we have borrowed this one now, we are going to call it what? 2. We are going to call it 2. So that we can still borrow 1 from him, his own will remain 1. And we call it 2 again. Whenever you borrow, you call it 2. So we borrow 1 and call it 2, add it here. It becomes 2. So 2 plus 0 is 2. And now this 2 minus 1 will give us 1. What is remaining here is 1. 1 minus 0 is still 1. Then coming to this again, now you can see that this is remaining 0. 0 minus 1, it cannot go. So we need to go and borrow from this one again. When we borrow this remaining 1, it will remain 0. Remember, when we borrow, we call it 2. Putting it here now, it becomes 2. So that we'll have 2 minus 1 will give us 1. Remaining here is still 0. We go and borrow this remaining 1. Call it 2 and put it here. When we add it to this 0, it becomes 2. 2 minus 1 is 1. And that is all. This is giving us 11110 in base 2. And that is correct. Having understood this, go ahead and solve this. Stop that panic. Can see it is simple. Hi. If I leave you now, you forget to share this. Go ahead and share so that your friends will also learn. Go now. Bye-bye.